In this video, we complete step 23, the isna method. So in this step, we will be completing a single method, unlike the previous step where we completed 11 methods with a call to a single method. So this is specific just to isna. So isna is going to be a method that accepts no arguments, and all it's going to do is it will return a data frame with the exact same size as the original, meaning the same number of rows and same number of columns, but it will return all Boolean values. And the way it derives its Boolean values is whether or not each value in the data frame is missing or not. So if the value is missing, then it'll be true. If it is not missing, then it will be false. So every column will be a Boolean array at the end. Okay, so we're going to use NumPy again to help us out. So the isnan function of NumPy will help us determine whether or not we have missing values. Now, this does not work for string columns. So when we have a string column, technically data type of object, then we are going to test it. We're going to make a comparison to the none object. So we're going to assume our users are going to use none, the Python none, as missing values for strings. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's create a new data dictionary that is empty, that will contain our data that we pass to the constructor. And let's, again, iterate through our underlying data dictionary. So we have column is the column name, value is the NumPy array. So we actually need to test whether or not is it an object array. So we're going to go ahead and look at the kind. If it is uppercase O, which is what it will be if it's object, then what we need to do here is we're going to make a new entry into our dictionary, and we're going to say value equals none. So this will test whether every value is none, and that's why I use the word vectorized equality expression. So we're going to say whether each value in this NumPy array is equal to none. So this will return an array of all Boolean values. Otherwise, so if it is not object, then np.isnan will work. So we'll just say new data will now be we'll be able to directly use isnan and put that in here. So that should work just like that, and we'll just return the data frame of new data. Okay, so if we look at that, that looks good. And let's test this out to see if this is going to work. So let's go hop on over to the test notebook. We don't have any, it doesn't look like we have any missing values over here. So we might want to create some missing values over here for some missing values. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's put a none right there. And let's put a nan right here. So now we'll have nan right there, and we'll have a none over here. Okay, so let's test this out. So do df.isna, and it looks like, okay, good. So we have a true here for state that is none, and a true here for height when it is missing. Now, one quirk of NumPy is that there are no missing values allowed for Boolean columns, for Boolean arrays. So school can never have missing values, and there are no missing values for integers. So weight will not have any missing values either, because this is an integer column. Okay, so let's make sure we pass our tests. So now we're going to use test in this new class of tests, test other methods. So let's go back up here and type in test other methods. And let's use test isna. That's the test we're going to do, and see if we pass this. And great, so it looks like we've passed the test. So isna Looks good. All right, so that completes step 23.